other team is not. Where is the other team? Yang Yang. Oh, there we
Or
go.
drag yourself into the other spectators.
Yeah, usually they join on the person that's in the lobby, so that invited them. So I just want to make sure that they get the players on their side instead of accidentally joining the wrong lobby. I mean, the wrong side, that is. Oh, I should put up the music too. Damn, I keep forgetting that. Um, oops. Okay. Okay, we're gonna play this one first. No, wait, that's wrong.
It's all good. Oh, look, there's that. That's me leaning right in towards Festivals 1 and 2. Who? Unacceptable.
No. All right. Mech Warriors, we have a few interesting things happening. Daidachi, you want to talk a bit about their stats in their current matches so far?
So I don't have links from current matches, and what I can tell you is that 228 IBR Blackwatch, long time unit, long term competitive players, a group that have consistently played at about the top level for most of the time. Also, Draven, you need to turn off a host because it's hosting now, right?
Is it hosting? It's weird. No, it's
it
on a
just popped
delay.
up to hosting.
Oh no. Hosting.
But in the meantime, what I can tell you about these other units, you've got some long-term players for Blackwatch with a couple of faces that we haven't seen much of, except for in the last MOR season, really, and a little bit in BFM. Dom925 and Jiffy taking the place of some of the guys who've had real life pop up and moved aside. Queenblade, Archon, Adamstana, One Last Bite, all long-term members of Blackwatch. Willakuda came to him just after Worlds 2017, I believe, and is finally bedded in. D4, unit that has been around for a while, just really starting to get their feet as a group. Assail is a great addition to their ranks. Did fairly well in Division D for MOI last season. Finally got picked right at the end of the season by Diamond Shark Alpha Galaxy. I think if with the addition of Assail into that roster and how well they've gone since then, if that season happened again, I think that result would be very different.
Oh, that's really interesting. But without ado, I'm gonna pull up the current stats for the current game between Dropship 4 and 228 Blackwatch. So there are a few fun facts that both teams have in very strangely enough in Dropship 4's advantage. Though you have to take this with a grain of salt because both teams basically matched up with one would say the Swiss bracket, so it's a little bit uneven for the first two games, and then the next few games will be a fairly more reasonable matches, but I think this will be an extremely well-balanced match here. The Blackwatch 228 members, actually, the mechs to watch out is the Kintaro 18, while Dropship 4 has the Fleece 17 with almost 75% more damage per ton. Very interesting. And even the damage is much higher on Dropship 4 versus Blackwatch, but Blackwatch has performed quite well in the last two seasons I've watched between matchups between Dropship 4 and 228 with their respective opponents. But without ado, I think we should get ready for the match. They seem to be a bit squirrely right now, so let's double check. Ready? And I'm gonna switch the map, or switch the, we've been ready? Okay.
So, lobby settings.
Oops. Not full teams. And, view
Also,
mode?
do we need to set a match time down to...
It should be 20 minutes, as far as I know.
Okay.
The maps are, HPG. Alright.
Should it not be first person only?
Oh. Oops. What? Why is it not clicking on it?
Myself, but I can't.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to click on first person, but it's not working. Okay. Alright, launching in 3, 2, 1, and launch. I'm gonna make sure that switch to this.
Weapons online.
So, HPG classic map for comp. Fortunately, not domination, so we don't have to worry about stale.
Stale gameplay, indeed.
God, we saw a lot. We saw a lot of basement strats that just led to Marco Polo.
Yeah, WKL did the same thing with basement for a while too. But we kind of drew that match with Mercstar.
Hey, we get paid.
Yeah.
Just looking at what Piolo's typing.
Oh, okay.
You been holding out on me, man?
Do we? I don't know. Anyways, let's get to our respective opponents, shall we?
Which side do you want to take?
I shall take red side. It looks like we have 3 crabs. Interesting. A Thanatos, a Cataphract, and a Javelin. Oh. Let's see what.
Whereas over on the 228 side, 4 Bushwhackers, a Cataphract, and a Sight.
Oh. Very interesting.
I'm going to call it right now and say Dakar. Triple Bushwhacker 2, P2s, and a Bushwhacker X1.
Oh, wow. Gika's using streaks on that Thanatos. That's interesting. And we have the Javelin actually taking them all here. All strats for the win. And it is...
with a classic play of taking that bridge. Just because it's a really strong position to initially gauge where the enemy team is and spawn. Pushing up towards the center. Interesting that D4 have gone basement.
Yeah, looks like that. Including the medium laser javelin. Yeah, javelin, sorry. Oh, we have Queen Blade.
UAV goes down. This is going to be interesting. There's a Stinius and Seiki who took a little bit of scratch damage on the approach, but nothing really to write. Did somebody watch VMOR games and decide that was a good idea? 228 looking like they're getting sick of sitting up.
Oh, well, yes, at the moment, it looks like Dropship 4 can just sit pretty for a little while. Oh, we see some movements from the Bushwhackers into... Oh,
yeah,
no.
It looks like they're... Yeah,
Kappa, yeah.
Javelin's trying to bait them out, basically.
Oh, I don't know about this Thanatos there, Gika. Oh no.
That sole Bushwhacker that's been left at the top of HPG is, in all likelihood, just there as a token. Come on, guys, I'm here by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Please come out and kill me. So the rest of the team can just about face and just
Yeah. Oh, there's actually Queenblade shooting from the side there on Gika. And Gika's,
yeah, GCK is gonna go down.
yeah,
Right,
he's,
look at how ready.
it's just,
And there we go. And the bait looks like it's worked.
yeah.
Dom's being attacked up at Fader, but the rest of D4s have been.
Mm-hmm. But Dom is able to regroup pretty fast, and they've managed to steal the crab from Dropship 4 there. Hmm.
Well, and I think that initial movement underneath was a mistake because given that Blackwatch had that situation occur in MLR, they would have been thinking a long time about, all right, guys, so how do we respond to this if this happens again? And it just shows that they haven't lost a single mech yet. They haven't got anyone into critical damage territory yet. Whereas D4 are down 3 of their 6 mechs.
Yeah, and it's just continuing to snowball. My goodness. Oh, there goes that
Well, and
cataphract.
that's the thing. In a 6v6 format in particular, they finally take down Jiffy, but in a 6v6 format, once the kills start happening, they really do snowball very quickly. And that's all she wrote.
Yes.
All 6 down for.
Hmm. Oh, 228 just needs to cap all. No, they can even cap Data and Kappa. It's over.
Command confirming that we have possession of Kappa.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh no. Jiffy, how did he die there? uh, well, and this is indeed all she wrote. My goodness. Oh, if I forget.
Alright, so looking through damage numbers, Adam Steiner and Cataphract 646 damage, Dom 453 being the bait back there. Queenblade 202, One Last Bite 160. Like good even spread of damage there. On the D4 side, Assail getting ripped to shreds with 85 damage. No one on the team beating 271 from Seikyu and her Crab. Rest of the team sitting about the 150 to 115 range. I just don't think that Thanatos was a very good pick for this map because you knew that most lights who got bought were going to have jump jets. They're probably going to be sitting up top on the wall scouting it.
Alright, I guess we'll go quickly to the map stat room. Yeah, the mat strap. And mm-hmm. And basically, okay. You sound fine right now, Dainachi. Please continue. Yeah, that is indeed what happened. And that Osiris on top just took pot shots at the people that was just going through that little pathway there. Yeah. Yeah, and he did a lot of damage with that. And the javelin took the wall there with medium lasers, and it was just yeah. Oh, oh, yes. Oh, sorry. I I should do that first. Uh, ah, sorry. Too many things at once. Oops. And looks like 228 has a player that went out to check his mech. Oh, two of them. Okay. And yes, we'll go back to the lobby.
So yeah, with the sides being switched now, going to be very interested to see what they do as a response. Right? Whether anyone goes, all right, so guys, that didn't really work as well as before. Let's drastically change things up. Improvising can either go spectacularly well, or it can lead to absolute bedlam if no one's prepared for it.
Indeed. Well, let's hope that that little bit of regrouping here for this next matchup will have a bit of effect on maybe a change of pace for D4. See, I'm purposely doing it, guys, to help you.
Purposely, yeah.
But,
So while we're waiting for that, let's just do a
Mhm.
quick chat through about the stats from the last match.
Yes.
If you look at the spread of remaining health on all the 2 to 8 mechs, none of them were below 67%. Like one last bite was barely even touched at 91% of his bushwhacker. Which makes sense. He was the lowest damage, so he was probably sitting at the back. Whereas you look through the guys who were doing the damage, like Archon down at 72%, but 646 damage, 4 KMDDs, 5 component destroyed. You know, the most team damage we saw there was Soki with 25 team damage, so guessing that's like 1 alpha that got put into someone's back rather than a strike.
Yeah, it was a bit of a iffy match. Oops. I guess I'll just not do this one.
I mean, the other thing is that it takes some people a while to warm up. So the first
Indeed.
draft, you can always look at it and go, "Yeah, look, guys, that was a warm up. Just don't factor that in. Just do your thing." And there's also the psychological aspect of, "Oh my god, we're facing a Div 8."
I think Div 4 is actually pretty close. Alright. Looks like both sides are locked. And launch.
Weapons online.
Yeah, we'll launch it. So do you want to take the D4 side again, or do you want to take 228.
I'll take let's see here. Oh, I'll take red side again. Looks like it's 228.
Red on. So D4 bringing or mixing up this time. Double Roughneck 3As, Commando, Warhammer 6D, Rifleman 5D, and a Vulcan 5T. So the Vulcan will be 5 million pulse build. The 6D Warhammer is typically an ER large laser Overwatch mech. Curious to see it used here. Commando 1B, yeah, it's just a nuisance. 3A Roughneck, I'm very much used to only really running the Reaver or the Powerhouse. The 3A is an energy boat.
And it looks like 228 has triple Vulcans, 1 Cataphract, 2 an Annihilator 2A, and a Panther 9R. And the 9R is apparently taking the wall right now. And let's see the particular builds they have.
The Rifleman's triple medium lasers, quad medium lasers, triple large lasers. I would have run ER medium lasers and large lasers just because of the range synchron.
Oh, and Admiral Korean Jesus.
And same builds on the Roughnecks. The Warhammer is large pulse and ER medium.
Oh.
But I noticed that the Annihilator for 228 is quad LB10s. So that is a cleanup.
It's actually 5 LBX10s. Wow. It looks like the roles have been flipped around this time. 228's in the basement.
And Totok's taken a few hits to a CT there. Like most of his mech's yellow, but his CT armor is red. Like, one thing you got to be so careful of about Vulcan is that if you lose, a side torso, even if you're running like an LFE build, you lose 75% of your weapon.
Not to mention the heat spike from just losing the side torso. My goodness. It looks like the Vulcan is going after the Panther while being shot at by the Roughnecks. This should be a lot more interesting. Oh, Assail's not trying to go up the wall too. I guess he doesn't need to. He just needs to poke from the bottom and let his... Oh, it looks like a red team is actually sending a couple Vulcans out to nail Assail. And it doesn't look like Dropship 4 has noticed it. Oh, Assail spotted the 2 Vulcans. Oh no. He's valiantly fighting them off, and it looks like the commando's coming in. Oh no. Too little, too late.
Don't take out Assail.
Oh no. And it looks like the rest of the team is charging in. Oh boy, 228 is coming from behind.
Yeah, I really don't like this drop deck selection. I get what they're trying to do with it, but by the same token, they're just like ER mediums and large lasers are what you use to synchronize range. Like medium lasers just don't have the same synchronization.
Indeed. The ER larges is a bit of an iffy use here at the HVG since you mostly encounter shorter range brawls. And I think...
Well, I mean, the ER larges on the Panther are fine because that's just sitting on the wall and just taking shot.
Indeed, yeah. But I'm just saying about the Roughnecks.
But if you look at Axe, for example, his medium lasers have an optimal range of 324. The large lasers, on the other hand, have an optimal of 540.
Oh yeah.
Whereas if you look at ER mediums on on Warhammer, they actually have an optimal of 433 and the large laser's 540. So the synchronization and optimal range is actually really good.
And oh.
Yeah, they're yeah, they're a bit hotter,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not so hot that they can cause.
The enemy
Oh
has gained
my.
enough resources. We
That was
failed.
it. Okay.
So just looking for their Admiral Korean Jesus 741 in that floor wiper of a annihilator, 417 for Jiffy in the Vulcan, 338 for Dom in the other Vulcan. Total 196, but he got 2 kills, so he didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
Sale with the Spirit 228 damage. Seikyu and GTK 225 each, 3 damage off that magic number. Uh,
Yeah.
like overall, it's a pretty good spread of damage on those guys. Like everyone except for Yin Yang sitting at about 220 damage. I just don't think it was effective damage. It was spread all over the place. They just seem to be yanked this way or that by two.
Yeah. Looks like they, responded a bit too late to assail. Um. Or no, sorry, the Vulcan that was out and about
Yeah,
trying
that
to
was a
go.
sale.
Oh, okay.
So it really looked like the D4 were trying to copy 228 strat from the last match of
Mm-hmm.
trying to yank them out from the basement, but 228 were much more well drilled as far as target pro.
Indeed.
Also, because they had a somewhat lighter deck than D4 did in that first drop, they were able to actually rapidly respond instead of.
Indeed. It was a sandwich situation. I have the strats on right now. You can work on that while I switch the teams around. Okay. Let me see here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a pretty uh, messy fight for D4 there at the in between the wall there, and when they actually got caught by their attention actually got caught by the two Vulcans that went for that one Vulcan, and the 228 Vulcans basically stayed there, and we had that commando come true as well as trying to assist assail, and then you saw the whole push there with the Roughnecks trying from Theta, top of Theta, and then the Annihilators and the heavier mechs from 2 to 8 basically sandwiched them from here and here. It was oh, thank you very much. Okay. Alright, let's switch the screen to the lobby.
Anyway, no radio car so far. I'm happy.
Yep, I have my preview on. It's gonna be a little bit choppy, but I turned that off when I switched to in-game.
Also, I know that viewers have said that I'm very quiet. I'm really sorry, guys. People are pounding their internet connections here on a Sunday morning, so there is nothing I can do. The joys of Australian internet. Thanks, Malcolm.
Well, I have you at 200%, so I mean, there's nothing much I can do on my end.
Yeah, it's more about packet loss than anything.
Oh, okay. And it looks like 228 is all.
Alright, and 225 said they're ready. Launch us away, big man.
And launch. I hope there will be a interesting fight that comes
online.
up.
So Grimplex is a very different map. Can lend itself well to either ranged or close in play. But in a 6v6 format, it lends itself much better to a close in engagement than a ranged one, really.
I understand that, but they've been actually. I've seen more of the F10, G10 positioning from the higher comp teams in the last few matches, actually. I believe that's an old GGX strat, if I'm correct about that. Let's bring up the. Oh my!
Ooh, look at this, 228s.
Please go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crabs and a grub.
And it looks like Dropship 4 brought cicadas, annihilators,
Double cicadas,
and
double
fleas.
and double
Interesting. Let's see what the annihilators have. Ooh, AC2.
So a 2A and a 1P, that's
Oh.
an interesting mix because they're both very different ranges.
Indeed. And it looks like they're moving towards the center. The cicadas, let's see, the 2As. I'm thinking it's going to be a kite strat from Dropship 4, actually. With ER larges from the cicadas. Yeah. And what about the fleas? Flea 17?
I just can't get over all these crabs. Like in Mercstar Call, they want their meme back.
Oh, we have small pulses with the 17. And I'm assuming the same about the other 17. Well, the crabs, I'm pretty sure they're MPLs. But, oh, it looks like...
Yeah, One Last Bite is pretty far ahead of the team. Like, there's no reason to run anything except the 5 or the 6 million pulse build on the 27B.
Oh.
It's
They brought a crab
like,
20.
you can take that and a light fusion. It's plenty heat efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there we go. They're definitely focusing on Psyche and just getting him
Yep.
down as quickly as possible.
It looks like the Annihilators are going to go down pretty fast.
Yep, Psyche goes down.
Mm.
If you look at that spread of damage, like One Last Bite, down low on 70%, but he's the lowest overall, and Astinius goes down very quickly.
Mm-hmm. I think that was a
Next
mistake.
up will be Sail.
Oh, yes. It's going to be really hard to maneuver with that. Oh. That was...
And Pilot Error in the other fleet goes down, so it's just the Cicadas left now, and the Cicadas are fighting at too close a range.
Yeah, it's
They're a mech that you rely on the speed to get away and just nip it in.
Yeah, they're not kiting with the ER larges. They have triple ER larges there. The crabs are, I think, going about 90 kph
But
or
look
so.
at One Last Bite hiding in the back going, please don't kill me.
Well, they could actually send him off to Cap at this point. Oh my goodness.
And that's a 6-0 verdict.
Oh,
And that should be a lesson to anyone who's looking at a brawl push, regardless whether it's in group queue or in any other situation. If you're going to do a brawl push, you have to commit to it wholeheartedly. And if you're going to take, you're going to take damage on the approach, but you have to be willing to cycle out at the appropriate time. You can't just go, all right, I'm damaged. Prepare for ramming speed. You can do that, but you're taking your mech away. Even if you don't have a lot of guns, you are still a body on the field, and you're still a target the opponent has to aim at. You're still someone that is going to cause a delay for your enemy team to respond because they're not going, well, that target's dead, who's next?
and
There's going to be at least 1 or 2 people in the enemy team who are going to go, well, that target's still up. Oh, are we switching?
and they did the typical thing by legging the cicadas. You just gotta keep that range with that sort of setup. They need speed and the ability to kite. My goodness, that was unexpected.
That was murderable, if ever there was one. I
Yeah.
mean, you look at the spread damage there. Dom top damage on 345, but Brillacuda was the lowest damage on 90. And they just pushed through as a pack, and it worked. The kills were spread, the damage was spread. On the D4 side, Assail and Sankey both did over 200 damage, but the whole team was expecting it to be a bit more cagey.
Mm-hmm.
None of them was expecting just a mad push like that.
Indeed.
So when it happened, they're just like, well, what do we do?
Yeah, I think it was the only thing they could do was maybe sacrifice the Annihilators and rely on the Cicadas to try to kite it out, but it's pretty much a difficult situation. They needed a lot more speed in order to try to kite those crabs, and they may have speed tweaked them perhaps just to get into the brawl faster.
I don't know if it did or not. I didn't see anyone except One Last Bite really pushing out ahead of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the one they sent to back cap at the start, which I think was Brillacuda. That's why his damage was so low.
Yeah.
But yeah, you look at the health spread of health there. Other than One Last on 62% and Admiral Pro Jesus, I'm still going to keep in my head calling him Ricardo on 67%. No one.
Yeah. Yeah. Please, if you remember this strat, I just put up the third link so that you can do that. I'll just try to move people around and get it going here. Okay, and yeah, it's just I think it was probably, yeah, it was pretty much what you summed it up. Hmm. Sorry, I'm trying to update the scoreboard because I just been forgetting to do that. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Looks like one last byte is checking consumables. Okay. Oh, it looks like a alpha, heavy alpha for 228. I'm thinking they're going to. Mm-hmm. We can go to 4. Yep, number 4 is fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, it looks like both teams are ready. We are going to launch the game right about now. And before I forget, let's switch to the game.
Yeah, you're ready, okay.
And sorry guys, it is Daidachi that is co-casting. He was not able to provide me details on his image, so it was very last second-ish, but yeah, I gotta put his name in. And it looks like both teams are dropping.
Coming in. Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Okay. Looks like 228 has 2 Phoenix Hawks. No, 3 Phoenix Hawks, 2 Wolfhounds, and 1 Annihilator. Interesting. And what do you have on your side?
Phoenix Hawk is a mech that we've seen. On the D4 side, I'm seeing double Jaeger mechs, DACA versions, triple Wolfhounds, and a Battlemaster 1G. And in fact, it's a Phoenix version of the Battlemaster 1G. So, someone who's been around for a long...
Oh, what's this? Archon Adam
I'm seeing
Steiner.
a serious and hull error in a 2-man wolf pack heading to Kappa.
Indeed, and Archon
there's
Steiner is
one-
approaching Kappa by himself. Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting fight.
Zimbabwe flank activated.
Oh, the Wolfhounds are not.
Like, one of the Wolfhounds is running away.
Both of
the
them.
Wolfhounds are running away.
Okay. Although that.
That is actually smart because it means that they've taken an Annihilator out of the fight for quite a while.
Indeed.
Who's literally just going.
That Annihilator is dual heavy Gauss too. And Wolfhounds, I'm pretty sure they're MPLs. On the 228 side.
Like, you either run 6 medium lasers or you'd run 5 medium pulse. Like, there's really no other viable build for in a comp environment. Except for stock, which, let us never speak of it.
It's actually 6 MPLs. So it's probably running a light 225? 325, sorry. Let's see the Phoenix Hawks. 6 ER mediums on the 1K. Okay.
I just feel like D4 are taking quite a while to gauge the situation, and like they've now yielded both their caps over the 228 without taking advantage of knowing that, okay guys, one of our assaults is over the other side. We've got one guy by himself here. We need to gank him quickly because it'll affect their ability. Like, you look at how spread 228 are, really. Like, we've got Totok and Dom relatively close to each other, but the rest of 228 are all upper rounds.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the Phoenix Hawks and Wolfhound, so they'll respond relatively quickly.
Yeah.
But if you're disciplined in fire, you can take out those guys reasonably fast. They're not winning on caps. They're not winning on map position. So at this point, really, they need to look at it and go, well, guys, what are we actually doing? Like, they're not responding to our position. What are we going to do? Like, and it looks like they've decided, okay, we're going to go take out the Annihilator.
I wonder if they actually spotted him.
But I think the thought process behind that should have happened much sooner.
Indeed. Or maybe just negate the Annihilator completely, like just force the fight on 228. Because that Annihilator's effective range is so short. You can effectively not worry about him.
These two mechs poking at it like this and taking the cap point. Like, it's there to guard the cap point, and that's about it. Like, just go gank it, then take the cap point. If you're going to face it at all. Like, don't sit there and go, well, guys, let's go take the cap point, and then we'll face it. Because as is now, they've shed a bit of armor for no real gain whatsoever.
Oh no, and it looks like
And in the meantime, 228 have taken the opportunity to push. Like, it's bait again.
Yeah. The double D's just have AC 2s times 6. So they're lacking something.
Yin Yang is going to go down real quickly.
Yeah.
There we go. Totok goes down for 228.
Yeah, just bad positionings and strategy at this point.
I don't think it's bad positioning. Like, it was a really strong position to get awareness of the map, but I think the decision to send over Mex over to Kappa was all wrong, because as is now, Adam might actually get in there by the end of the Queen Blade goes down.
Oh.
So D4 are up 2-1.
Yeah. But the only issue is that they're losing on caps.
It's a free cap to
it's
a free cap to 228 now. Like, we've just allowed 228 to dictate the terms of the map and the engagement, and that's been the case in pretty much every drop tonight. D4 have been reacting rather than setting the tone and the nature of the engagement. They're fighting on a place that 228 wants to fight. They're fighting at the time that 228 want to.
Oh no, don't touch Epsilon there. Oh no! Emerald Korean Jesus, no! No, Dom! That would have been bad if they actually touched it. Oh no. I mean, at this point, D4 going for that. Actually, I don't think it would have mattered.
Neither do I, really. Like, you look at this carding that's going on by them, they're literally just drawing them out while their other mech just heads over to Sigma, calmly cap.
Indeed. Like, that Wolfhound is
really
isolated.
Gingerbread level shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam in the meantime is like, don't run away from me. Like, come on. like, slowly but surely catching.
Yeah, he's slowly encroaching on them.
Yeah, he's like an unwelcome high school date that just keeps asking you out for prom. Come on, babe, come on. Like an endurance.
Indeed. Oh, it looks like that Wolfhound went down.
And Dom goes down there.
Oh, and
Astinius in return goes down. So it's 3-2 now.
Oh
but
no.
228 have this in the bag. Like 604, like there's nothing that D4 can do at this.
The only thing they can do is maybe try to uncap at least 2 caps, and with the Wolfhounds, like, they should do it right now.
At 631 now, like, they don't have anything close enough to Kappa. This is in the back.
Yeah, it's. I think there might be a lack of.
And I think that initial lack of idea of what they were going to do about Adam really cost them a bit, because it's just allowed the caps to change hands and to just consistently wind out into its fate.
Yeah. Like it's
like,
too
Adam
late.
At this point, it's like, I don't need to advance. I don't care. Like, I'm literally just here to delay you at this.
Yep. He's just shooting his heavy gauss at them, and
he goes down, but one last isn't going to die before the end of the match.
Yeah,
go on D4, prove me wrong.
10 seconds, yeah. Alright, let's...
And there we go.
Yeah. That is a bit of a pretty good kiting strat from 228 and distraction, and eventually win. I'll bring up the strats right away. Let's re-enable that. Yeah, it looks like there we go. Copy that. Let's see. I'll post this. Alright, and I'm gonna change the maps. Oh, before I forget, we need to do a giveaway. Aha! I'm just gonna grab the viewers, clear the thing, and we'll do one more. We're actually gonna do the Mech Bay giveaway. Let's see here. Ba-ba-bum. Giveaway tool. Gonna do add viewers from MWO leagues. I'll load it up. Okay. Who do we have to kill now? Myself? Captain Commander Root?
And me.
You two die? Okay. I guess you don't need it.
Yeah. My name is not Reckless.
Oh, indeed. Actually, Reckless gave his mech bay up, so... let's see, who else? I think that's it. Alright, let's start the animation right about now. Oh my goodness! It is HK2184. Please give a message to me. Message me for winning HK2184. Actually, I think I have to wait until the stream is... Anyways, while we do that, let's double check that. Alright, we're gonna go
Weapons
to
online.
slide 5. Maybe discuss a bit about the map indeed. Um Alright, it looks like both teams are ready and we are going to launch.
Fools.
Yep,
Give them just
we're
a-
switching that right now, and oh, the thing is not popping up. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it randomly pops up, sometimes it doesn't. Okay.
Oh, from 228, it's an all Uziel deck and a Grasshopper 5J. So this is a Brawl Push deck, nothing but minion pulses.
Coming
And
in.
it's Uzi.
Capture and hold the
Oh
resource
boy,
points.
it
Stop
looks
any
like a lot of
hostiles from getting your way.
grasshoppers. 3 grasshoppers from dropship 4, 2 falcons, and 1 wolfhound. My goodness. What do the mechs have? Oh, 7 medium
So
pulses?
look at them barreling up towards Epsilon, and they're just going to try and rip Cyclone Jack to shreds or make him, get the hell out of Dodge. Really
Oh,
fun.
the grasshoppers are all
And those Grasshoppers
MPLs.
moving through spawn. Like Cyclone 56, 53% and lagged.
Oh no.
But Archon Adamstano goes down to Ying.
Oh, and
Bastinius gets taken out in the
went down.
Wolfhound. So, no setup, no trading, just straight up brawling, and Guilacuda goes down.
Oh my, looks like the game is towards dropship 4. Oh, Emerald
Ying
Cream.
goes down next.
Oh, this is really exciting.
This is fast.
My
Fast
goodness.
and rapid. So, Jiffy goes down there.
Oh wow. And it looks like Cyclone is
I think
still
Axe
trying
is
to
next
get
to go
back.
down.
Oh no, X.
Yep. Bear in mind, even though it's 3 apiece, Cyclone Jack is legged. Psyche in that Grasshopper, I think, will be next to go down. But he drops off and then decides to change targets. So, yeah, okay. Need a pickle 61%. And Psyche, the only one left. Against an 81% Queen Blade and a 72% Admiral Korean Jesus. So, I think this is all she wrote.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. That is that's sad. It was probably
That, my friend, is all she wrote.
Dropship 4's best chance at snagging a match too.
We have gained
My
a thought.
goodness. But it was a fierce fight, I'd say. Props for Dropship 4 giving us a fantastic match here on the last hurrah.
Look, props to both teams for bringing their A game. I'm particularly pleased whenever I see a Div A team actually bring their A game against other opponents. Like, at no point did you look at that and go, "Ah, they're memeing." Like, they showed why they're a Div A team, but what? Queen Blade top damage there, 405. Admiral Korean Jesus, 360. I think that was just for nature of attrition. Adam was the initial focus target, and it showed with 95 damage. Bastidius would not be pleased with that result, 32 damage in that Wolfhound. Seikyu, 484 in that Grasshopper. 274 for Paladera. Cyclone Jack, 206. Not really blame him. He got legged early. He was the one who made the push towards Epsilon and got wiped.
Indeed. It was really fast paced though. Hard to keep up, but it was really I'd say a disappointing thing that the Grasshopper was not able to get back into the fight due to the fact he lost the leg, and he basically tried to hop back to the fight, and it was over by the time the team tried to get back and fight with him. Shall we go to the map strat and
So we've got the Wolfhound that went to Fader initially and just sliver capped it before moving around to join the team. Cyclone Jack started off in that Charlie spawn and pushed around the corner at Epsilon before nuking as fast as he could out of there after seeing that murder pack that was after him. Couldn't get back in time to avoid being legged, unfortunately, and really didn't have much bearing on the rest of the fight. The rest of D4 made a push over that ridge line of Charlie 5 into 228. The fight devolved into a swirling melee at that point, but 228 just had better focus fire in my opinion. They cycled their guys out who were damaged and just made D4 work for every kill they got, which is why their 2 remaining Mexicans are so healthy. Anything more you'd add from the part?
and we do have to give away this last one. Let's see if this individual responded, but we'll do another giveaway. This is for 1,000 MC. We're gonna clear, and we're going to add viewers again. NWO Leagues. Just gotta be here. And I'll cross myself out, cross Daidachi out, and Commander Root. And it looks like we're good.
And we've got the team captains up in Dropship 1, ready to be interviewed.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm doing doing a giveaway right now too. Oops. Oh, and it's Easy Zach. Zach Real or something. I can't pronounce his name. If only I could kill mechs as well as I slaughter pronunciations of them. Haha.
No worries, I'm going to drag the two captains in anyway while you're doing it.
Please do. And I'm gonna double check here.
Morning, gentlemen, or evening for you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, really fantastic matches.
So, this tournament really seems to support those hard brawl deck pushes that we see, like crab decks, Uzios, like we saw in the last.
Weapons online.
Long range Overwatch. Any points either of you would offer?
Points for you like the end of your sentence cut off.
Like, you mean Brawl versus Overwatch trade decks?
Well, like why Brawl is more common here?
It was just a general commentary. But it seems to be much more common than we see in other tournaments. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? Like, is it just a different thing and you just accept it?
I think it's more map and mode in mind with the 6v6. Just depends on what side you're on, what you're really looking at, what you want to do with your team. You can still trade on certain sides and whatnot, but
yeah,
Brawl is a little bit more heavily favored in this type setup.
I think it's a combination of less numbers, which is almost always favorable for Brawl. The map set, because Canyon Mining and HPG are all pretty easy to run a Brawl deck on, and Grim is not that hard either with the smaller numbers. And the fact that it's IS only means there's not that much long-range punishment people can put down, other than like DACA if they get it set up, but all these maps have so much cover that it's really hard for them to do that. So I think it's just a different way to play. I think this is the way that most 6v6 things end up going, where it's like everybody trying to figure out how to stop a Brawl deck. And then the rest of the time it's just Brawl everywhere, so yeah. Refreshing from more 8, I guess.
So one thing I just want to point out, I've commented on this a couple of times during the cast itself. Yin Yang, it just seemed like on a couple of those drops in particular that you guys had really good positioning, but then you let 228 dictate the terms of the engagement, i.e. where the fight would actually happen and the when. Was that something you guys were noticing as well?
Yeah, drops 1 through 3, I felt like we were actually in pretty decent positions, but we pretty much dropped the ball multiple times in comms and in movement. Had a lot of miscommunication going on in comms and some irregular callouts, and just kind of dropped the ball. Did things probably the wrong way after being set up in a decent position.
Like, one last, was that a conscious strategy on your part to explicitly run bait mix on a couple of those drops to try and draw?
Now I'm trying to think. On a couple of them, sort of, yeah. I mean, with our drop 1 deck, like, we had to rush out and kill that Javelin. We definitely expected them to pull their team out of the basement once we started doing that move, so I guess in a way we had a bit of bait. On the rest of the maps, I don't think as much. Certainly maybe HPG dropped 2 a bit more as well. Or at least by leaving the Panther out there, we forced them to come out and do something about him. But no, on Grim, it's too hard to coordinate. I mean, we saw that where D4 gave us a pretty good spanking on what was that, drop 4, where we brought the Annihilator in the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and that was one of the ones I was thinking in particular. Like the rationale behind sending Adam by himself after Kappa was that literally just a, hey guys, this is such a juicy target that you can't ignore it.
Yeah, well, the main idea with him is like going around the back of the map like that. The only mechs that are coming that way are light mechs, right? So the idea is that he goes back there, finds something coming out, and then just KOs a light or two, and then now we have the advantage to go around and play the cap game. Or if they don't deal with him, they see, oh, something else on Kappa, they probably rotate a light, and then they come and get blindsided. But it's super risky for the reasons you saw there, which is we can't be sure when they come off the hill, and if we guess wrong and just run into their whole team, we get obliterated. And that was a terrible call on my part. But a good job by D4 to like very nearly snatch it from us.
Yeah, we were back and forth on calls there because we knew that the Annihilator was there, and we just didn't exactly know what to do with it because at one point we were actually going to send 3 lights over there to kind of swarm in, but that's when you guys decided to push, and then I had to recall the lights back because you guys were pushing main hill.
Yeah, like that's what I got from watching it as well, because I saw the lights head towards it. Then I saw 228 push, and I saw the lights disengage, and went, okay, so they were going to do it, but then they decided, no, the main body's pushing, we need to just go take them.
Yep.
Joe, have you got anything else you want to ask before we wrap up? Because I think we're pretty much hit most of the nails on the head as far as questions.
I believe you covered most of the questions that I could possibly even think of.
I don't know.
Whoops.
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything from him.
Sorry. Yeah. I think you've possibly asked all the questions that I may have had, but then again, I was kind of busy in the background trying to get some of the things going here, and really interesting strategies that happened, I think, back in the second drop, where I believe it was the HPG where the Roughnecks were just shooting at that Panther, and basically I think it was 228 that sent. No, sorry, that was a sail that went for that Panther on the wall, and then eventually 228 sent the 2 Vulcans to finish off that, and then that kind of
jumped.
Yeah. So may I ask the 228 team lead about that particular strat?
Yeah, so the idea there was basically walk into the basement with an Annihilator, which is probably going to be bigger than whatever they take. Try to catch, their lights or something coming to Theta and brick their fast guys so that we can take cap control, or if they just want to bring a brawl to us, we have a decently heavy top end to take the brawl to them. And then by having like Vulcans instead of just all slow brawl stuff in the basement, we have the ability to run out and defend a cap or go contest another cap if they end up just camping on the wall or something like that. It definitely got dicey though with the way that they set up, just kind of controlling the top, but I think our guys made the right call to push out and take out the Vulcan.
Yeah, I feel that's another situation where we kind of just got caught in a movement and didn't react well, and 228 was able to just kind of throw the hammer.
Yeah, like I think on that drop in particular, in game, one thing I noticed was that in contrast to drop 1, you guys were really stuck with their backs to that wall, going, well, if we turn around and try and go for the lights that are on the wall, or the light that's on the wall, we're just going to get shots of ribbons by the guys who are coming out of the basement now. But if we turn around and face them, then we're just going to get 3 back shots for guys on the wall.
We kind of got fainted on a missed call there. I think one was the only person that was actually on the top at that point in time, and we kind of, we split really bad. Again, misinformation coming through on comms and, seeing movement. wrong, I guess, per se.
Hey, look, it's all part of the learning process, and that's one of the good things about a comp environment. Like, you do learn a lot more through real world application than you do even from.
Okay.
The only way up from here is up.
Oh. Go ahead, sorry. I cut you off.
No, I was just saying, only way forward from here is onwards and up.
Oh,
sure.
definitely. Sorry, I think we should, I think we're done here. And, looks like, the Aces WoW matches are still going. Daidachi, I do not have mods, so, can you activate the host for, the MWO2 leagues when we're done, so we can,
Let me just PM you, Draven, because you're buffering non-stop when you're talking, Neil, for me.
Oh.
Which is just my net, so you just PM me.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Thank you for the cast, though, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for the
And,
casting.
GG's 228 and the casters and everybody.
Definitely GG's.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I don't have permissions to host them at all. Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't have permission to perform that action.
Oh my goodness. Oh, no. Ripperoni.
Yeah, I just tried to raid and I tried to host and I don't have permission.
Jeez. Well, I think I have to talk to some peoples and maybe get some help with that. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Please head to MWO Leagues 2. Let's give them the URL, I think. And oh no, Monka S.
There we go.
Please go there for the Aces Wild
There we go.
match
Correct.
up. Oh, did I? Oh, I spelled it wrong? No.
No, I spelled it wrong.
Oh, okay.
Now leave.
Ah, I spelled your name wrong too. Damn. Well, I'm pretty sure people at least know somewhat that works. So I'm gonna stop the stream.